Every blockchain on Earth shares the same hidden weakness. They're brilliant at one thing and completely blind to another. They can move billions of dollars securely, but they can't tell you something as simple as today's weather, the price of gold, or who won a game last night. And that blindness was quietly holding back the entire future of crypto until one project set out to fix it. That project is Chainlink. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly what Chainlink is, the clever way it works, and why so much of the crypto world secretly depends on it. Let's get into it. First, you have to understand the problem Chainlink solves, because everything about it flows from this one idea. A blockchain like Ethereum is incredibly secure for one reason. Every computer in the network checks every piece of information against its own copy of the records. Nothing gets in unless everyone agrees. But that strength comes with a strange limitation. To stay secure, a blockchain can only trust data that already lives inside it. It has no built-in way to reach out and grab information from the outside world. Engineers call this the Oracle problem. Picture a smart contract, a little program on the blockchain that's supposed to pay someone if the price of Bitcoin goes above a certain level. Sounds simple, except the contract has no idea what the price of Bitcoin actually is. It can't check. Someone or something has to deliver that information to it, and that's where the danger hides. Here's why that's so risky. If you let just one source feed information to the blockchain, you've created a single point of failure. That one source could be hacked, could make a mistake, or could simply lie, feeding in a fake price to trigger a payout and steal millions. So the real challenge was never just getting outside data onto a blockchain. The challenge was getting it there in a way that no single person could fake or control. Solve that, and you unlock an entire universe of possibilities. Fail, and the whole thing collapses. Hold that idea, because it's exactly what Chainlink was built to crack. So what is Chainlink? In the simplest terms, Chainlink is a network that delivers real-world information to blockchains in a way that's extremely hard to fake. The technical name for it is a decentralized Oracle network. Let's break that down. An oracle is just a bridge, something that carries information from the outside world onto the blockchain. The important word is decentralized. Instead of relying on one source for a piece of data, Chainlink gathers it from many independent sources at the same time, and many independent operators report it. Think of it like this: if you want to know the time and you ask one stranger, they might be wrong or might lie. But if you ask 100 strangers and take the answer they overwhelmingly agree on, you can trust it. One liar can't move the result. That single principle, no central point to corrupt, is why Chainlink became the trusted backbone for huge parts of the crypto economy. But how does it actually pull this off? That's the genuinely clever part. Let's walk through how it works, step by step. Imagine an app needs the current price of Ethereum delivered onto the blockchain. It sends a request to Chainlink. That request goes out to a group of independent computers called node operators. These are real businesses and individuals all over the world running Chainlink's software. Each node independently goes and fetches the Ethereum price from trusted data providers like major exchanges and market data firms. Then every node reports its answer back. Chainlink takes all of those answers, combines them into one single agreed upon number, and automatically throws out anything that looks suspicious or out of line. That clean, verified number is what finally gets delivered to the app. And because dozens of independent operators had to agree on it, no single one can sneak in a fake value without instantly being caught and overruled by the rest. The truth wins by majority, but what stops those operators from being lazy or dishonest in the first place? That's where the Link token comes in. Link is the cryptocurrency that powers the entire Chainlink network, and it has two main jobs. The first job is payment. When an app requests data, it pays in Link, and the node operators who deliver good, accurate information earn it. So there is a direct financial reward for doing the job well. The second job is the clever one, staking. Node operators are required to lock up their own Link as a kind of security deposit. If they consistently deliver honest, accurate data, they keep that deposit and earn rewards on top. But if they try to cheat, feed in bad information, or fail to do their job, that deposit can be taken away from them. Think about what that does. It means every operator has their own money on the line. Honesty becomes the profitable choice, and dishonesty becomes expensive. That's the real genius of Chainlink. It doesn't ask you to trust people's good intentions. It uses money to make trustworthiness the only sensible option. And naturally, the more the network gets used, the more Link is needed to pay for and secure all of that data. Now, why does any of this actually matter in the real world? Because Chainlink isn't a theory, it's running right now, helping secure enormous amounts of value across crypto. When you use a major DeFi app and it knows exactly what your assets are worth, that price information very likely arrived through Chainlink. It's used to power insurance that automatically pays out when real-world events happen, like a flight delay or a bad harvest. It's used to bring real-world assets, things like bonds and funds, onto blockchains. And it's increasingly used to let completely different blockchains talk to each other and move value between them, something the industry has long struggled with. Even major financial institutions have begun testing Chainlink to connect their existing systems to the blockchain world. In other words, the unglamorous job of delivering trustworthy information turns out to be one of the most essential jobs in all of crypto. So let's bring it all together. Blockchains are powerful, but blind. They can't safely see the outside world on their own. Chainlink solves that by delivering real-world data through a decentralized network where no single party can lie, all held together by the Link token that pays for honesty and punishes cheating. As more of finance, insurance, and real-world assets move onto blockchains, the demand for reliable data only grows, and that's the exact need Chainlink was designed to fill. One fair note before you go, because this is an educational channel, not a hype channel. Understanding how a project works is not the same as deciding it's a good investment. Chainlink faces real competition, and the price of the Link token can be volatile, like all of crypto. Nothing here is financial advice. It's here so you can understand the technology and do your own research with a clearer head. If this finally made Chainlink make sense to you, hit subscribe. I break down a different cryptocurrency every week, the same way, what it is, how it actually works, and what you really need to know. I'll see you in the next one.